More than 1 million Ohioans make minimum wage, working long, hard hours, often on the front lines of this pandemic, and still barely having enough to make ends meet. In this rebound report, News 5's Homa Bash explores what policy experts say needs to be done to help the working class.
When we entered 2021, Ohio's minimum wage went up 10 cents. Now, $8.80 an hour.
But many of Ohio's frontline workers are among the state's lowest paid.
The increase is tied to the inflation index passed in 2006. Now, it isn't a true raise in terms of buying power, but it does protect the minimum wage from losing value over time.
Now, that's a really smart policy. Had Congress done that when they set the historic minimum wage back in 1968, a long time ago, it would be more than $12 an hour today.
With thousands of Clevelanders making minimum wage, TANISHA Head sees firsthand how the 10-cent bump just isn't enough.
Well, I see a lot of trauma in the city of Cleveland. People are really struggling to build a better quality of life.
Head says people are often forced to choose between paying the rent, putting food on the table, and buying necessities for their families.
And I don't really think that it's fair for Ohioans that are willing to work. It's not like they're not willing to work. There's people that are willing to go out here and work and do any job, but they get what they can get and they do the best that they can, and they still end up struggling.
And Michael Shields, a researcher at Policy Matters Ohio, says the pandemic has highlighted just how dependent we are on our low-wage workers.
Many of the workers who've been most critical in helping everybody to get through this crisis are grocery store workers, food processing workers, home health care workers.
And he hopes policymakers realize it is time to start paying them what they're worth. Homa Bash, News 5.